Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of 999. I think I get it now. Oh, my line. I think I get it now.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice setup. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Oh, wow, it's not 9 minutes. I really thought it would be 9 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have much time. As quickly as I could, I told him I have to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
How do you judge how long it takes to tell someone via the more
It's fine.
It's exactly as long as it needs to be.
Got it. And I do. I do got it. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I cannot hear that without thinking about Jonathan Joestar.
Oh my god! This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. Zero is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. So actually, technically that means we're not doing time travel. That means that, we don't exist. We're a vision of the future, right?
So, we don't exist, but also Akane lived through that 9 years at the same time somehow. And every time she started to diverge from the path that would have brought her here, she burned to death 9 years in the past. It's what's been a really weird life.
Yeah.
So this is why they brought up, what is it, teletemporation.
Yeah.
Because it's not like actual time travel. It's very specifically like reaching through time with your mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things that they kind of dripped to the game. Some of them are very blunt, like the info dumps, but some of them are very subtle.
No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki.
Oh, so she is the translator.
Transmitter.
And then he is the receiver, not the brother.
But they reverse for this puzzle. That's why they flip the screens in the DS version.
I must save her, no matter what. Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me how much time I had left. Jumpy?
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes. Under 6.
Less than 6 minutes, please.
Okay?
Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him.
Alright. Time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's gonna matter later!
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, why would they bring it up? Get out of my way. Hey, what are you... Just trust me, okay? Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it. Think of what I did all those times before. Mashed buttons until it worked. I'm going to do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm going to solve this problem.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, the big one.
Seek a way out. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, this time it's for real.
For real, Junpei version. Put
It's
the
just
A
the one
on
puzzle.
So the one is locked.
Oh, one.
So what does that thing on the bottom remind you of?
Well, the hexadecimal stuff.
Yeah.
And also it probably spells a word. So if I solve this puzzle, then I'll get a word at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the word? That's the question.
Well, let's look at the letters that are up on top.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Are these hexadecimal or are they actual letters? Well, hold on. We have SPRWAOD. Oh, are you kidding me? It's just password? That's weak as hell.
We've been playing that Wordscapes game, so this is really easy to figure out.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's okay. I mean, I'll have to do the numbers later, but that's freaking... Alright.
Possible.
I can't believe after all that, the password is actually
Oh, no,
password. I'll spell the word first, and then I'll deal with the numbers adding to 9 later. I did it! Alright, so now we gotta add stuff to 9. 8, 1, 8, 1. The inner squares are good, actually. So it's the rest. Maybe the inner squares aren't good. But the 1 is locked.
So you have to leave that there. You have to leave all of that there.
What the hell? When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares.
Oh, see, so it shows you...
Oh, yeah. But this square at the bottom? Why does it stay blank when I press hint? What?
Well, they mean the one all in the bottom right after the password.
Okay.
So you just have to get that last bit on the top. And there's a 7 over there that needs to be fixed. So actually, this is really simple, I think.
Well, now I'm, like, losing track. So what's this 2 here? Oh, I see. Because 6 plus 5, the digital root, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. So I need another 3. I got it. Alright, fine. That's fine. I'll just take slightly longer to do it. There we go. That was it. Alright. After all that, this is the puzzle that I got kind of killed. Please enter password. Password? It can't be that easy. That'd be dumb.
Ace like forgot to reset the password on his machine.
Yeah, like after all that, like that's like an insulting password. Okay, fair enough. But they're not giving me any hints though, so where do I go with this? This is gonna bother me because it should be something really simple.
I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to make the logical leap. Remember, this was a puzzle that was like changed completely and added wholesale for the PC version. Yeah. So unless they give you like kind of a hint, I'm not really sure. Aside from the fact that, so remember, there's only one empty square on the other puzzle next to the password. So
yeah, password blank. Yeah. So it's like the 9th letter. 0, password 0 or something stupid.
I mean,
like
you
that.
can try some things. Like I just looked it up. I would have never figured it out on my own. Like it probably would have taken a while.
Can you give me a hint for this?
So it's only one character.
Yeah, there's nothing else here. Like it's the last one, so I'll just clear it.
It's only the missing character, the blank square, is the password. So there's only one thing to input.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be 0 or 9 or 5, or maybe 1. Password. I'm inputting a password now. Then are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? It was in the last one, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
What was number 9?
9.
It was the number 9.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 8. Is that your final
2
answer?
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8.
A plus 8. Yes, that's it! Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, you resolved it for me, but I copied everything you did.
Including all that staring at the last password screen, just kind of like getting a lift.
Junpei, goddammit.
No, I just have to enter. I have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
Don't say it, just do it!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled! Exclamation point?
Like confetti comes from them.
Yeah. No, it's like one of those party blowers, like...
Like the alarm changes to that noise all the time. It's like way more annoying.
The mechanical voice. You found it.
You
It
found
worked. It worked. The cinema shut down. It worked. Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body.
Gamers will feel a sense of pride and accomplishment
when
they solve this puzzle.
At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared. I collapsed onto the floor.
And it's really on point, too, because, like, you could pay your way out, or you could grind for 9 years to solve the puzzle.
Shit.
Or you could do both, like Akane. You could become a multimillionaire through the stock market.
9 years and pay to win.
For a while, I lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoyed being alive.
It's like Mortal Kombat 11. You have to pay money, and you have to play a ridiculous number of hours to get everything.
Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Oh wait, I forgot to press enter in my world.
Oh shit!
Great, now I have to go 9 years into the future.
Son of a...
So that, again, then like, them 9 years later, Akane is like, just push the fucking enter button, okay? Stop making me go through this!
Phew.
Oh, God.
I can't quite believe I did that. But I am so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire.
Oh, you'll be on fire too if you press the enter button.
Are you sure you don't want to press enter? 3 minutes left. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane. Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now. What?
What?
Okay.
Oh, Junpei.
You have to hang up his brain.
Of course, that's fine. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo left behind.
Now. Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. What?
You were talking to
because I still haven't pressed enter.
Akane.
Oh, yeah.
Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved
Well,
your lives,
he did.
guys.
You hit the enter password button. Like, you hit it already.
I guess, but it's still red on the screen.
Yeah. Junpei, are you...
Okay. Ah, shut it.
Shove it.
Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, so what if I... Yeah, you just... What a
Press the enter
jackass!
key, Junpei!
Alright, nothing holding me back now. Nothing but my thoughts. I can press it anytime I want.
Akane's
Here
gonna
it goes. I'm gonna do it. Anytime now.
This is agonizing.
Here goes.
Here goes. Wait.
Oh, God.
Oh,
What if
God.
I don't press enter?
Ah!
What if I string them along a little more?
This is so frustrating.
Incineration will begin in now. 90 seconds.
Seconds.
What if I wait till 9 seconds? Wouldn't that be cool? I'll wait here for 81 more seconds.
Holy shit. Question mark.
Huh?
What is this?
Nani?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again? Okay, that's not working either.
What would be a real dick move? Like, oh, you saved Akane Kuroshiki, she's out, you know.
Yeah,
like,
but now she could live her life and, like, say me. It'll be fine.
And the rest of you will just burn to death.
She'll-
It turns out she became a corrupt corporate executive in the years that she was a multimillionaire.
No! The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping? Incineration will begin in 60 seconds. Oh my god.
Wait, I gotta get Akane on the phone again.
I'm sorry.
The morphogenetic phone.
Wait, wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then door 9. No, that's it! That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number, it's the Q. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that... Holy shit, of course! Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Let's think about this for a minute. Remember, this also works in Japanese, right? Because he probably said the number Q, K-Y-U-U, and that's what they thought that he said. Because remember, Zero made the announcement over the speaker, right? So, that doesn't make any sense. It sounds like he's lying in the English version. In the Japanese version, all they heard was, like, seek a door with a Q on it.
Yeah. Incineration will begin in 30 seconds. Run, guys! Get to the door! Run! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain. Just go! Quick! Verify your numbers on the red! Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify! Why? Jesus Christ, Lotus.
Yeah, I know,
You really
right?
think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
This is like what it's like talking to you when you're on the screen in a game.
Yeah, it's excruciating. Hurry, 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 hurry! Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
Holy shit. Beep, beep,
9,
beep, beep, beep.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled. Damn your ambiguous handwriting. Oh,
Right.
thank fucking Christ.
Do you think that was with one hand? I'm sure that was
Yeah.
painted on with like a roller or something.
No, no time to be happy. Time to go. Hurry, we've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go! Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei.
But what if I don't go?
I know. Just in time. You sought a way out. And there goes the door. No, don't come down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead. That is true. Whew.
Damn.
Shit.
Wow, not even out of breath. What a badass.
Looks like we made it.
Looks like we found it.
Huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but... Akane! Akane, can you hear me? Akane! I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Credits. What?
Okay, now I'm out. Please let me out. The door opened. Standing in front of me was my brother. Akane! Oi! I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leaped into his arms. Yay! Oi!
And Seven's like, this isn't how I remembered it.
My head's
Akane! I buried my face in his chest and cried again. And cried and cried.
Does it look like she didn't reactivate the thing?
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah, wait a minute, the dead!
The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home.
Can you imagine? 81 seconds go by in this moment. She has to do another Nonary game
They
thing.
just explode right now.
Yeah,
they
it's
all
like,
go.
Mother...
Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. And I haven't felt the warmth of another human body in like what seems like an eternity.
If you think about it, though, it was only like 18 minutes ago.
Yeah.
From her kidnapper, psycho.
I mean, she
crazy.
wasn't like hugging him. They've all been like working.
She felt it was warm. It was a creepy...
Oh yeah, that's true.
I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet began to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around.
Could you imagine, though? Like, she just explodes. Like,
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
The door has already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets I had. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel.
Oh, they might belong to the kids, which means the kids would explode, like...
That was it.
If she didn't scan those bracelets.
Yeah. Whew.
I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective we call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open. Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run to Hongo again.
7 can take him.
Yeah.
Always right.
Oh, that was...
It was time we get moving.
Oh, that
The
was...
mention of
yeah.
Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. He probably recorded all of that shit and was like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, from his standpoint, like, he was an executive for the last 9 years.
Yeah.
And his experiment was a resounding success.
Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up? What's up? It's such a casual...
That door, the one with the 9 on it, why did it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened. That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Yeah, stupid.
Like, seriously, like he takes a shot at 7 and at 8, like, in their respective fields. Huh? Why? Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases? Like Ace of Base?
Yeah, what are the 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1? How about base 10? Well, that goes from 0
to 9, right?
Then how about base 16? 0 to F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27? Base 27? No one's ever dared go to base 27. Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16, H is 17. Oh.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, I is 21, M
wow,
is 22.
We went all the way.
I can't believe we're
this is
doing
a long.
this.
This is like the Snake Eater fucking staircase.
Yeah.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and what comes after
we
that?
We were getting there,
Jesus
Jinpei.
Christ. Q.
26.
And what does that mean?
Jesus.
Okay, elementary school teacher, jeez.
8.
That wasn't a 9 on the door. That wasn't a 9 at all!
It was a Q, a fucking lowercase q.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me.
But I'm gonna have great abs after
I
this
know.
exercise.
I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest? No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs, there can't be many more of these steps left.
Well, where are they even going? They're on a ship.
I know. Let's run. Run! Like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Those run, right?
I wonder if, like, this is a Phoenix Wright reference, because, like, in the Phoenix Wright series, every game has, like, this weird reference to the riflings of a bullet as it comes out of the gun.
Oh, really?
Being, like, the fingerprints of ballistics.
Yeah.
And that always, like, comes up in a trial, even though you don't usually ever, like, gather the evidence yourself.
Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Phoenix Wright.
It's probably not a reference.
I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! The door to the next set of stairs. Whew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there. Alright. I'm gonna open it.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Yes.
We're finally here.
Performing for you.
Oh my god. You're just on the stage in front of Cranky Kong.
He's got no style. He's got no grace.
Alright, what do you think's out there?
Please do. Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom.
Being stuck on the deck of the ship instead of in the bowels of the ship.
I know.
I guess there's like a life raft
It's
or
something. But even more... Oh no. The gigantic also only has half the life rafts necessary. Son of a bitch!
For 9 people?
Whatever. That is 4.5 rafts.
One of which you don't really care if he lives or dies or not. Like.
But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane.
Also 2 more games.
You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now.
Now. Yay, freedom. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was always. He gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective and all 9 of us who had been kidnapped.
Well, there you go. We found enough lifeboats. 1.
We were finally able to escape the gigantic.
Half the number of lifeboats needed. We left Ace behind.
On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank.
That looks like a big fucking ship.
I could barely make it. Well, it was like in
So
428 when it's like a beautiful blue sky and it's clearly gray, overcast all the time.
He sunk the fucking ship and then they dug it back up again for this like whole thing.
Yeah, that's pretty extra.
Jeez. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves.
You know, like they still haven't dug up the Titanic, but they prioritized the gigantic.
3 times.
Jesus. What if there's a third ship that's...
Well, there is. There's 3 ships in the fleet, and the third one I can't remember what it's called, but it never.
It was
comes
some
up.
other name that was big, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lord Humongous.
Lord Humongous.
There's no... We've had enough of this violence.
And the last cry echoed across the ocean, and then it was gone.
But I remembered where it was.
Yeah, that's incredible. In the middle of the fucking ocean, where everything is blue and looks the same.
It's over. I owe you whisper.
Well, they can't be that far from shore, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I hope not. And it was over. It was finally over.
Someone better tell
I was
Snake.
gonna say, it was finally over, but we're getting there.
Oh.
Someone better tell Snake where they're rowing.
Yeah.
Just row somewhere. Or was it? Was it really?
I
Also-
can see this game having a sequel. Maybe even in 2 sequels.
Also, that clarifies for me that one puzzle actually does count as an escape room.
Yeah.
No, that was wrong. That wasn't at all. I'm sure of it. That wasn't the end. It was only the beginning.
What a cliche line.
Shit! It was only a prologue to what will happen in 9 years.
We got some work to do, Santa.
That is kind of cool, though, like a brother-sister tag team. It's just like... That's the true best
The best
brother-sister
brother-sister
team.
tag team, yes.
Yes! Finally! Air! God! Damn, that sun is bright. I could barely see anything. Huh. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait. No way. The body of Alice coming to revenge! You have gotta be shitting me. What?
It can't be.
This is...
Whoa. What?
So you know the
Oh.
other facility. This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Wow. How are we gonna get out of this one?
Well, you saw that it was a car.
Oh, was there?
You
I
just drive the
didn't see
car.
that. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of Ocean's 11, where, you know, like, they have the best technology, the best security, guards that will absolutely, like, beat the shit out of you if you're lucky, but even if you do manage to escape all that, you're still in the middle of the fucking desert. It's like, yup.
That mock experiments building.
Oh my... They did say that the Nevada building was designed to be like the ship. I was wondering, like, how they pulled that off.
Like, it's exactly identical. So now you know they didn't actually dredge the ship up. Although just...
Yeah.
If up to this point in the story, it seems like they'd have to do that. you
Yeah.
know? But no, they just use the other building because they need it. The receivers have to be in the other building.
Yep. Oh my god. That's a good point, because Junpei's a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
This whole time, we were in Building Q. Sure enough, that's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I have ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. Wow. Oh yeah, because Santa wasn't really going to kill us. There was never a detonator to begin with. Except for, like, the people he wanted dead.
Right.
Figures. Akane.
Jumpy.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind.
Damn. So if they were to, I guess, didn't actually get on the ship, they just used the building, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool, though.
There are some scenes after this. So, like...
We have 2 boxes left.
Well, the credits are probably one of them. The ending is the other one.
Yeah. The first picture, like...
What a jerk. Just
Yeah.
in case you forgot, we haven't seen Ace in a little while. And the
Yeah,
Alice
this
picture.
all ice thing, like, they really are pushing that so hard, but I love that. What a terrifying image. Snake in his, like, cold robes. Why was he in those robes, anyway? What the hell was that about? Did they address that?
It's not, like, super important, I would say.
Because why is he,
So,
like, devil worshipper robes?
If I'm not mistaken, like, the guy who owned this, like, Lord Gourdain, the guy who bought this originally,
Yeah.
he's not, like, I don't think he's a real person or based off of a real person, but he's supposed to be, like, some guy who ran a cult here. That's what the
Okay.
chapel's all about. That's why it's part of the ship.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Also, these pictures seem to be in no particular order.
Yes. They're
That
famous
eye.
scenes from the game.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more, whether or not the robes have any relevance to the storyline.
Richard
and
Epcar,
whether
nice.
they're important.
Wendy
like,
Lee.
in
You know,
the-
Wendy Lee, Cam Clark, freaking sweet.
So
For the love of God, tell me Cam Clark was Byakuya and he did his Liquid Snake voice.
we talked over all of them. We did not let them speak any lines.
No, I know. I mean, we mentioned in the very first installment, it would have been just a let's watch if we had done that.
So the Virtue's Last Reward was always voiced, and we can certainly like just talk over it.
Yeah.
Because the game itself is much more active. Like the actual
Sure.
puzzle rooms are much more involved.
But no, I was gonna mention though, Wendy Lee, like, there's a name I actually haven't seen in a while, but like she was like ubiquitous throughout like the 90s. She was like every woman in every anime ever. Those are actually pretty quick credits.
This is a really young Akane.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we saw this in the credits after Junpei got beaten up for, what was it, like the rabbit or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ah, come on, this is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
Is that supposed to be the sun out there? Because that is like...
Gigantic.
Yeah.
Titanic even.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Damn, he looks...
It looks real fucked up.
Let's see.
Actually, it occurs to me that we, like, I noticed we saw this picture of the credits, but, like, I guess we hadn't actually gotten to this point yet. It was a teaser, the credits.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow! Ow, 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 ow!
See, I told you, you're not okay. You're too reckless.
Bloody knuckles, too.
You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Now, 9th
Jesus.
graders.
Yeah.
That would be on theme.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Oh,
Meanwhile, in the current time, Junpei's face is also really painful for some reason.
Yeah, I just had a memory. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. So Santa truly does deliver gifts.
An SUV.
Yeah.
And gas.
Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. I was waiting for something like really stupid, like Snake's driving. Like what?
me too.
It turns out he's just that good.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so fun. This is awesome. Driving is so great when there's nothing around. There's no speed limit.
This is why Mitz is voicing Clover.
Yeah.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right?
What bumps?
This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help it if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
You can do 55 or whatever the hell the limit is.
They don't have the speed.
Yeah.
He doesn't have international license.
Oh,
Are they Japanese? Yeah, I guess they are.
That's a good point. Yeah, but you're still.
Why does she have an international license?
He's still complicit in violating the law.
I mean, like, there's a lot of complicated legalities regarding what happened.
Seven, either way, you're fired. All right, just drive.
They're technically like a partial accomplice to like a multiple murder.
Oh, I
in
know.
some fashion.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat. Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh, shit!
Oh, she gasped.
God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. And I'm sure throwing up a lot.
Out the window.
Yeah.
But he said it was a smooth ride, so what's wrong?
One bump and he's gonna get crushed to death.
Bye. It was a couple of hours after we run into the junior high school students. They'd been hiding in the bush on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline.
Jeez,
That's fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me.
And then Akane burned again.
Oh,
Jesus.
I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. Help me, officer! You have to come with me, please. The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawling on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
Getting gasoline poured on him.
You couldn't have run away after you threw the kitty to me? I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the holes of his mouth, where the two had fallen.
He has the idiot teeth.
The gap.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
I beat them up with my face against their fists.
An
Because of
elementary
what they were
student
doing
against
to the
5
kitty?
8th graders?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester, remember? He challenged 5 murderers?
I mean, I hope they're not people murderers. I hope they're
God
animals.
damned, yeah.
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some of the grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. Then they said they did the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas? Well, the influence thing, right? You can control the world.
Why don't you ask him yourself? In terms of the
Was he
trunk or something?
Well, yeah, I guess I could. He's still in the trunk, I assume.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Hey, Ace, why'd you create the Nonary game?
Well, he would just use the shark and sound like Zero.
Mince would have to read that, though. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the Morphin field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they're processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply.
I do kind of like that the name says Hongo now.
But if you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. See, the human collective consciousness... Oh.
That sounds like a podcast I was part of.
Corrective consciousness, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think license 5-star ratings on
iTunes. I think that's enough out of you, pals. Cheers.
That's really nice. Like, he could have had his little monologue, but we just decided no, this is enough.
Yeah, I think that's enough out of you, pal.
Put that tape back on.
Time for the tape to go back on.
Oh shit, he did it. Alright, what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you? Well, somebody's a little nosy, even though I directly was going to tell him about
They
it.
seem like the kind of people where, after this happens, they just, never talk to each other again.
I know.
For the rest of their lives.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two, the number 2, weirdly. It's just...
Yeah.
This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. Thank God. Please go somewhere with this. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Oh, it's you. Sounds like Hongo has something to say.
Rip tape.
Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
No philosophical navel gazing.
Yeah, he was behaving, yeah.
Rip that tape off.
What?
Alice doesn't exist.
What?
Honestly, that's
Okay,
the
take that
much
card.
better answer, but it's almost disappointing.
Yeah.
We drive away from the desert, and then out of one of the dunes, the undead mummy hand rises out. Uh-oh!
9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library in the bottom... I'm sorry, behind the forest of knowledge in the belly of the... There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant.
A mandragora.
Oh god.
And also-
a plant's given humanity.
I named the plant.
Are you fucking serious? It was a mandragora? Like, really?
My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora of the family Solanaceae. I don't know.
Solanaceae?
Solanaceae.
I absolutely pulled that out of my ass. Like, I cannot believe this.
Well, clearly so did the writers.
Yeah.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
Oh no, is that the...
I used that extract to create Soparil.
Okay.
Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on
Did you put the tape back on? Was that the sound?
I think you did. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. Like, why it had to be a mandragora, the plant known to have, like sentient properties, like in lore. For now, it's time to stop the... I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
I think that's Junpei, actually.
Oh.
No, because she's giving me the clover.
Okay.
Yeah, what's this? Oh, you were right. Oh man, stop me! I shouldn't have doubted you. Here, this is for you.
Oh. What's this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei. Wait, no, shit is.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we were the first time. You can read him. We're all screwing it up.
His name is Junpei.
No, it is.
Son of a bitch.
So, like, remember, she has the doll. That's what she goes back to. This is
I know, but the
before
fact that his name was Junpei. All right.
Yeah.
Junpei pulled something from his pocket and shoved his arms towards me. His hand was a doll made of a yarn small enough to fit his palm. Junpei, are you sure this is for you doll?
I mean, it is a doll for you.
The good read, guys. We really made it through that.
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so. That means it's for you, right?
It's supposed to be like a voodoo doll?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Is it not a voodoo doll?
Oh, God.
Well, it's one of those little paper people for the Sachiko Ever After ritual.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, snaps. Voodoo shit.
9 years later, we gotta save ourselves from a heavenly host.
And most
Son of a bitch.
And one of us gets erased from history.
Oh my god. What? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Teletemperation.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Why are you giving it to me anyway? This seems really sudden.
You know how after June we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
Aww.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
well, okay, well, how about we just call it June then?
Okay. So I wanted to give you this.
You sound like you some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yeah, that's how they talk, right? What?
In a bad movie.
Yes, I head of tribe. Oh boy.
Jesus.
Press an X. I'll just keep going.
Alright, some of this didn't age so well.
Woof, DS, man. It's not even that old, though. I don't know.
They didn't even bother retranslating part of it.
I get the feeling they took liberties with this.
I think he's just flustering. Oh, Jumpy.
Oh, Jumpy, you
If
casual
something
racist.
bad, then... Yeah. The funny thing was, in a Danganronpa Let's Play with Pyro, there was one part where I directly called Makoto out for, like, casual sexism or something.
Nice.
I forgot what it was, though, but it was something, like... that came off as innocuous, be like, dude, come on.
Mm-hmm.
So I go wherever you are. So here, take. I reach my hand. Oh, well, wait. Oh, no, yeah, you're taking it.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently. Thank you so much, Jumpy. And before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body. Oh, Jumpy, I'll never forget you, I promise.
Oh, I know. Can you imagine, though, for real? Like, she's gonna die in the puzzle, and she's like, that guy that went to school way back when. Yeah, that classmate I had. Yes, he's the one.
Well, the point is, like, she's seeing this in the future while she's doing the puzzle.
Yeah.
She recognizes him,
That's freaking crazy.
as Junpei, and she sees herself in his eyes.
That's so out there. Speaking of which...
Oh, well, Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words.
Each, hopefully, a little less racist than the last. Also, 5. It's a little on point, isn't it? We will play nonary game.
Need to use the toilets.
Lame. 1, ellipsis. Ellipsis is 2.
And then you gotta get more.
I'll never forget you either.
Oh. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon.
As opposed to crimson some other color?
I don't know, it could be yellow.
Well, then you wouldn't call it crimson.
Golden rays of sunlight stretched across the city and painted themselves across the hills.
You're not going to call them the golden yellow rays of sunlight?
We sat bathed in the warm light of the evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we didn't leave. We still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. Still driving very fast, yes.
Meanwhile, back in the desert.
There's still one thing I don't get. Ace, one more time? To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. Why do we do that whole thing with all ice anyway? It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how?
Also still as Akane.
Yeah. Was it because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Huh. Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Well, actually, what if we ask him now? Will he have not seen it? Will he have forgotten?
Well, I mean, for one, we know that like his head was like about to explode,
Yeah.
and he had amnesia for no particular reason.
Yeah. Or wait, because like honestly, I was thinking when he got knocked out and put on the ship, that was what caused it. But nope, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. Oh, was he in on it?
Well, the other one was just that he like plain old lied.
Yeah.
Or like figured it out.
No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's someone next to the road. What?
Huh?
What?
Hmm.
I can't see. What do you? What do you? Please describe it to me.
A person. Drive
Oh,
slower.
this looks actually kind of different.
Wait, what?
That's like literally the last scene of the entire game.
Is that Lotus's kid or something?
Oh.
I guess this is Junpei this time?
Wait, yeah.
The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down in her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Curious.
You don't think...
Don't forget your towel!
Jesus.
Really?
Yes.
Alright, let's save it just to see what happens.
Yeah.
So, that figure on the side of the road was Alice.
Yes.
And, like, she's a character in the
Oh,
next...
because she had, like, the
the
pharaoh-ish
Egyptian.
look.
She looks exactly like her from the back. You've never seen her from that perspective.
That is way out there.
Zombie.
So
I was kind of right then. Like in the last
She
second,
just, like, shows
from the
up. So
desert.
This was extremely confusing and controversial because people felt like there was this thing that they were just like planting seeds in, and it was not obvious when this game came out that there were going to be more Zero Escape games.
Yeah.
You know, like this is supposed to be a self-contained thing. It was actually really weird when they announced Virtue's Last Reward because it was kind of like, hey, remember that visual novel that you played on the DS that was like really good?
Yeah.
Like we've decided suddenly that we're going to make a sequel on the next generation of systems.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
You know, so and you know, people saw they released like a shot of the 9 people who'll be taking place in the new game, and
Sure.
so one of them was clearly Clover, but the rest, and one of them clearly appeared to be Alice, and the rest were like unrecognizable.
Oh, nice.
Now it like makes more sense. You know, like it's easy to play all the games back to back, and you can kind of see how it ties together.
That's freaking weird, though. Like Alice is just like hitchhiking.
So before 999, the head writer of this story, Uchikose, had a game that came out called Ever 17. It was part of a...
Oh yeah, don't we like we both have that?
Yes.
It's freaking bizarre.
I have the actual like translated English copy.
So do I.
Okay, it's not easy to get a hold of.
No.
It's extremely...
I don't know if this is universal, but like the copy I have, it's like 3 discs or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like mine has unofficial like use this disc instead of disc 3, like some sort of replacement disc, which is weird. Yeah.
So when I bought the game, I bought a sealed copy, so it was like pretty expensive.
Yeah, mine has been opened.
And I felt so bad about it that I didn't open the game and I played it like emulated. I downloaded it.
At this point, you probably have to play it emulated anyway.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But anyway, you could see how this story had a lot in common with Ever 17. Like 999 was very clearly, it had a lot of like, I don't want to. Have you played it?
No.
Well, if you do, I don't want to spoil too much of it for you.
Sure,
but like, they have a lot in common.
By the way, isn't Ever 17 itself either a sequel or spiritual successor to some other number that was like something 7 or whatever?
Well, so yeah, there's I don't remember the exact.
And that never made it to
I'll
English?
I'll have to look them up. But there's like at least 4 games in the series, 3
Oh
of which
my God.
3 of which are written by him, and only Ever 17 came out in America, and they're all kind of like loosely related to each other.
Okay.
This game has no like actual hard relationship to that quadrilogy or like any of the other previous visual novels. It's an entire self-contained trilogy. So that will be something to look forward to. We do intend at some point to do Virtue's Last Reward as soon as we can get a hold of it. I mean, we obviously have it as soon as we can get together and start.
Yeah, this is the Nonary collection, so it's on the same disc that I'm playing on the PS4 right now. But yeah, like just logistics of getting together and doing this again.
I'm looking forward to that. It's a much better as a game. It's a much better game. It's more involved. It assumes it's kind of like Danganronpa 2. So you know when you start up Danganronpa 2. You get a lot more out of it. I don't want to spoil anything because you're still working through it.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, Danganronpa 1, like, you could walk around, but it was really just finding plot triggers to get yourself to a class trial, whereas Danganronpa 2, it looked like there was more to actually do between those points. Mm-hmm. And even this game, the story was super engaging, but you could see right here on this string here, it's just novel, punctuated with a couple of escape rooms, but most of what you're doing is just pressing X and reading. And now I'm into that kind of thing, but I can easily understand why like some people might want a more interactive kind of medium. Mm-hmm. Like visual novels just kill in Japan, but they're not nearly as like well received in the West. Usually it's like, oh man, I want to play a game, not read it. So like this game is leaning more into the read territory. So like you gotta just be willing to deal with this kind of entertainment, but if you do, very good story to be had.
So I suspect if we do Virtue's Last Reward, unlike this game, which was not originally voice acted, for VLR we're going to leave the voice acting on, and we're going to hear all the characters.
Yeah, speaking of which, you said this game was not originally voice acted, but like we do have voice acting options. Like we saw it in the credits. This like maybe was just the updated version or whatever.
No, this was updated and voice acting was added for a lot of scenes.
But Virtue's Last Reward always just had it?
Virtue's Last Reward always had it. It was designed with that in mind.
Okay.
So what I was trying to get at with the Danganronpa thing was not just that it plays better, because DR2 does play a lot better than DR1.
Yeah.
But also that when you've played through the first chapter already of DR2.
Not really even. Like I haven't even gotten to the first death.
There are a lot of things in the game that are intended to be interpreted by someone who's already played DR1. From the very get-go, like, if you look at the characters, there's one character who's clearly supposed to be reminiscent of someone in DR1.
Yeah,
but something is very off about him.
Yep.
Like
I think he's the first guy I see, actually.
Yeah. And the setup for the whole story is intended to, like, throw you off. Like, you don't even know where you are in relation to DR1.
Yeah.
And, so, the authors of the two respective games, the directors, are like good friends, and you can tell that there's a lot of crosstalk between the two series. I won't, you were recording Danganronpa with Pyro, so I won't make a lot of the side references to it, but I'll try to point out things that come from that like crosstalk between the two.
Sure. Well, anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful adventure. This was a lot of fun.
We recorded like practically 25 hours of video to play through this game.
Something like that, yeah. That's the thing with these novel style games. To make it worth your while, they're pretty long. I mean, we made it longer by reading it out loud, but even so, there's a lot of content in here. I also get a kick out of the branching paths. It was really cool to see because we had mentioned this earlier, but when we had gotten to this true ending, we saw like maybe this,
The branch.
possibly this, and then when we got that far, all of a sudden it just goes like, and we're like, oh my god, there's so much reason to do.
So then you will really enjoy the next two games, where the flowchart only represents like what you think the game is about.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate that because like, I don't know if I would say spoilers, but it's like, oh, clearly there's a branch over here, so I can do this or I can do that. Like you could tell early on by looking at the flowchart.
Right. It's also not a key and lock pattern like this one is. Like this is very specific. You know, you've got the white path, the yellow path, and the red path.
Yeah.
And you can't be on all of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
VLR is intended to be played in an aggregate way, where like as you're supposed to like knowing that in this universe the ability to like surf time frames is like canonically a thing that you can do.
That actually is pretty cool.
Like the game thinks it's totally fine just for you to lay that on the table right at the start.
Fair enough. And I do look forward to getting to that. So thank you very much once again for joining me, and for the viewers, thank you very much for watching this Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. So that was 999, and I suppose we'll see where the series takes us. Until next time, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.